What up? What up? What's going on, guys? Happy Saturday night. Welcome back to Digital Slang. Tonight, a very special episode. Got a special guest tonight. You guys are going to meet somebody very close to me, one of my favorite people. I'm going to bring her right in, and then we will get into what we're going to talk about tonight. We'll say what's up to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the 14 of you watching right now. Let's bring her in, guys. This is Mariah. What's going on?
Hey, everybody. Hey.
How
Jeff.
you doing?
Good.
I like the lights. It looks good, man. Looks good.
Sprite they're eating.
Guys, that's one of my dogs back there on the couch. This is the one you guys know if you follow the channel. This is the one that was electrocuted, and he's got a little PTSD. So
he needs special privileges when he eats, so he gets to eat on the couch.
Yeah, he's a little baby. He's still a baby. He's 4 years old, but he acts like a baby, and he needs to be baby.
Eternal puppy.
Yeah, so I'm going to explain to you guys real quick. Mariah is my ex-wife. For those that I guess didn't see the thumbnail, I'm sure you all did. But we're still friends, obviously, and we're going to talk about why she's here with us. Usually we talk about tech on a Saturday night, but tonight on Saturday Night Chill, it's going to be a little different. We're here to support her. I want to support her on her journey. We're going to talk about her journey. She's going to tell us all about it. But first, we're going to see who's here. We're going to say what's up to everybody in the chat, like we always do. And I know there's people watching on Facebook. What's up, people? So let's see who's here. Oh, by the way, the pinned comment on YouTube is a link to why we are here tonight. And there's also a comment in the chat with Mariah's Instagram. So let's see who's here. Diamond Dave, what is going on, man? Desmond Mitchell, what's up, brother? I appreciate you coming through. Lou Scal, what's up, Lou?
Hey, Lou.
Lens of Wisdom, how you doing, brother? Rich Hurd, Digital Slang Live, yes, sir. Trey, what's going on, man? Good to see you, bro. Look who it is, Megan.
There's Megan, yep.
What's up, Megan? How are you? Lou says hello.
Hey, Lou. Nice to see you. Nice to see you here.
So let's just jump right into it, actually. Let's talk about why we're here.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to start by saying I'm really excited to be a guest because, I have seen this Digital Slang channel grow from the beginning, and I'm thrilled how far it's come. And as you guys know, Jeff has done an amazing job building this. And so it's really exciting to be a guest here. So, this is a huge favor to me to let me come on and talk about what I'm doing. But also, I hope that it's a gift to him also to have a guest on something that he's built and is so successful. So I'm excited to be here. So I decided to join a fitness competition. And the competition that I joined this year is by Muscle and Fitness Hers magazine. And they do an annual competition looking for amateur fitness enthusiasts. And so we'll talk a little tonight about my journey with fitness, but I decided I needed a goal to work towards. And so my goal is this competition. And when I signed up for it, I kind of just thought it was like a pipe dream, and it's going a lot better than I thought. So, I'm looking forward to talking tonight about where it's going and how I got here. And, Jeff and I have worked out together for years. And so hopefully we can talk also a little bit about like injury and recovery and how we handle all that.
Something we are well versed in.
Yeah.
A lot of injury, but
yeah.
So I would say it's going pretty well. You're in the top 5. Mm-hmm. It ends, I think I have it here. Let's take a look at it real quick. So it ends in 4 days, 23 hours, basically 5 days. It's going to end the competition. Right now, tonight, if you vote tonight, every vote is free, right? Mm-hmm. So, but tonight is 2-1, at least for about another hour, I believe. It's a 2-1. So every time you vote, you're voting twice. So again, the pinned comment in the comment section is the link to go here and vote. And you can also pay to vote. So you want to talk about the pay to vote?
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about this voting process. So, when I first joined this competition, there are questions that you have to answer. So I had to talk a little bit about my fitness philosophy. I had to talk about what fitness means to me. I had to talk about the why behind why I'd want to do this and what I would do if I won at the end, because the person who wins at the end has a platform. You both have like a public platform through the magazine, but you also there's prize money. So with that platform, you have to talk about what you'll do. And maybe we'll get into all those answers tonight. But when you join, you have to answer all these questions. And then it becomes a process of voting, because basically they want to see how much support you have and how many people believe in your mission and how many people are going to support you in this process. So it's been really exciting to watch friends and family vote for me, and people kind of go on this journey with me. So the voting process happens in two ways. You can either vote for free, which is basically signing in through Facebook and clicking daily vote. And that you can do every 24 hours, and it's a free process. But there's also a way to vote if you want to pay money, which is a donation to the Wounded Warriors Housing Fund. So Muscle and Fitness Hers magazine has supported Wounded Warriors for many years. They've raised a ton of money for that veterans organization. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what they do. Basically, their mission is to provide financial assistance to support injured veterans. And what they do is they build and remodel handicap accessible homes to suit whatever the needs of the individual wounded warrior is at the time. So it's a great, great cause. So whether I get to the end or not, all of these donations are going to a really great cause. So I am excited to say this process has already earned a lot of money. There's been a lot of people that have contributed to this process. So it's really exciting. And then of course, all of the other competitors that are participating as well, they're doing the same. So this whole process, it's about finding a fitness enthusiast, but it's also about building fitness community and also about supporting veterans. So I think it's kind of a win-win all around.
The Wounded Warrior Project is awesome. We have a big friend of the channel. You guys know Kevin. For those of you, big friend of the channel, he's always on the channel when he can. He is battling stage 4 cancer right now. And I did talk to him today. He hasn't been on in a while, but he works very closely with Wounded Warrior. And so it is a really good cause. And I'm proud of you. I can tell you that. I'm proud of you. You're in second place right now.
Yeah. So by the way, I did want to say shout out to Kevin, because I've actually heard your story, Kevin, and I know who you are. I know he's not listening tonight, but
He might be listening. He did.
Okay, well, I wanted to say that. Hey to him. So, so basically, I mean, this is the group phase. Like I'm in the first phase. So there were 33 women in this group phase, and I've held pretty steady at second place the whole time. There was a moment that I dropped into third place, and then we got it back. But I'm really trying by, the 15th to get into that first place, because if I can get to first place, then I can get through this group round and get into the next round, regionals, nationals, all of that. So this is exciting, for me.
Yeah, you're doing really well.
I get this far.
I've been telling you for weeks now that you should be very proud of where you are. Even if you don't win, the fact that you made it this far, top 5 and in second place.
Yeah.
And you're just starting on your fitness journey.
Yeah. So can we talk about that a little bit? Because there is a little bit of self-consciousness when I talk about being in a muscle and fitness magazine. I'm not a bodybuilder. So there's a little bit of like, I'm a skinny mini, like I don't want to flex my biceps for you guys, because they're not that big. But I want to tell you a little bit about what the competition is really focused on. It's focused on a fitness journey. And so some of the girls that are competitors are bodybuilders, but others have unique talents or fitness skills that they're bringing to the table. And so mine happens to be yoga. So my fitness journey, basically, I feel like I have been an active fitness lifestyle enthusiast my whole life. I've been a runner since college. I've been a dancer since I was a kid. Jeff and I actually met salsa dancing, for those of you that don't know. He's a really good dancer.
10 years of salsa dancing.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so, running and dancing, volleyball, like that's always been a part of my lifestyle. Like we used to do mud runs together. So, basically yoga was also a part of my journey. And back in 2017, I lost my mom. And that was a huge life change for me. And, all of that grief caused me to want to do something as an outlet. And so I took up yoga at that time. Jeff, can you hear the dogs crying?
You got the dogs crying
Yeah.
right now?
Am I going to have to go pick him up?
Where is he at? Is he locked in the room or something?
Yeah, no, he's in the kitchen. I should go let him out.
Just let him out. Let him out.
Give me
All
a second.
All right.
Come here, Theodore.
Let's see what's going on in the chat real quick. Loose gal. Desmond Mitchell, what's going on, brother? Michael Pepper Tech. Good evening to you, sir. All right, keep going.
All right. So I had done yoga for many years, and I had always been into hot yoga, which is one of my favorite versions of yoga. But after losing my mom in 2017, dealing with grief, and then just a series of life changes that took place in 17, 18, 19, and then COVID in 2020, I just decided that it was time to, really dig in deep to some sort of fitness program that I would really enjoy. So I started looking into yoga, and it just grew from there. And I started getting into yoga inversions, which is anything upside down. And the rest is history. It's just kind of grown from there. And I started the Instagram page to kind of capture the growth I was having. And that's where I am.
Yeah, if you guys want to see some of her yoga, I did put that comment or that link in the comment section so you can check it out. And I think I might have it up. Let's see if we can share this.
I can share it too if you don't have it.
I have it right here. So this is her yoga page, and you can see I like the black and white effect too. I like that. I think it looks good.
Yeah.
So let me see, where's it at on my screen? So yeah, you've been doing yoga for a long time. I mean, when we were together, you were doing yoga, but now you are just engulfed into it. And I'm happy for you. I think you're doing really well.
Thank you. So, some of those poses are easier than others. So for example, pick that middle one right there with the moon in the background. So this is called a dancer's pose. And, it's a 1 foot balance. And to kick your leg back requires openness in the hip. And of course, really good core strength. And then openness in the shoulder to put your hand back. This, for some people, is a challenging pose. For me, it's actually very easy. I've always had really good flexibility, been a dancer. So this one comes pretty naturally to me. But if you go to the one that's underneath it, that one, this one is tough. So if you look closely, that's actually my hair that's hanging on the ground. My head is not touching the ground in that picture. So if you notice, I'm on an elbow and a hand, and then my knee is on my elbow, my other elbow. And so this one took a lot of balance. It took a lot of focus, and it takes a lot of strength. And so that's why really this yoga journey brought me to this fitness competition, because yoga requires muscle strength. And this has also contributed to me like being in the gym. I'm learning how to lift a little bit heavier. I'm learning how to eat more, which is super hard when you are a ectomorph. So for those of you that know about body types, I am tall, thin, low muscle mass, and low body fat. So, to build.
Well, we talked, you had mentioned before about not having a lot of muscle, but being fit doesn't always mean that you have to have a lot of muscle. You can be a swimmer, you can be a runner. There's different body types that are still considered fit.
Yeah.
You're just in a different, a different section of fitness.
Well, and to that point, that stand in yoga, I actually can only do it on my right side because my right side is stronger than my left side. So now I'm working to build up my strength on my left side. So, these poses are core strength, shoulder strength, muscle strength, balance.
I do want to say real quick to everybody that's watching right now, and shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. We're on YouTube right now, Amazon, my Facebook page, my personal Facebook profile, which is the first time. I've been doing YouTube for 3 years, and I've never put anything about my channel on Facebook because I don't deal with Facebook. I don't got no time for Facebook, but it is what it is. But shout out to everybody watching. And just so you guys know, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. We will be completely transparent as much as we can with any answer
Yeah.
if you guys want to know anything. So I'm just saying, but I want to get
Um,
to a few questions real quick in the chat.
yeah, and also the Tech for Your Needs was asking for the link to my page again. So maybe we can put that back up. He says it wasn't taken.
For the Instagram page.
I don't know if he's talking about the Instagram page or the voting page, but make sure you guys vote. Please make sure you go log in and vote.
Yeah, Tech for Your Needs. The voting page is the pinned comment, but I will drop the comment, or I'll drop the link to her Instagram page in a second. So Lens just voted. Thank you, Lens.
Thank you.
Zaya, do Beat Studio Buds sound as good on Android? Yes, they do, but we're not talking about tech tonight. But yes, they do.
We got a visitor. She wants to be a part.
This is my little girl right here. This is Sadie. This is one of the three. This is Sadie. She's such a princess. Sweetest dog you ever meet.
Yeah,
GoPro says, can we get Mariah to stand up? Ah, man, you need to stop that. Not going to have that. Careful, homie. Paul says, hey, all just jumped in. Thanks for coming through. Lens of Wisdom, have a good week. Got to go to work.
Oh, awesome. Paul said he donated to the charity. Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. Isn't she? She is still beautiful. But so is the dog she is holding.
Yeah, Sadie, look at the camera.
The link does not take me to her page. I'll post it again in a second, bro.
Okay. Oh, so someone's asking in the chat how we can be friends. I actually think this is a really good question. I'll tell you how to be friends with an ex. You never break trust. And that's how you can remain friends. So, Jeff and I have known each other since like 2008. So we're going on like, what's that, 10, 12 years?
13. Yeah.
I can't do the math. But so I think the way that you maintain, even if your relationship ends, is that you always treat each other with respect and you never break that trust. And then that way, whatever happens, you can still be positive towards each other.
It's all about the trust. Like
yeah, absolutely.
She never did anything to hurt me. I never did anything to hurt her. Just didn't work out for, multiple reasons, but we never hurt each other. So we can still be best friends. And we have 3 children, 3 fur babies. We have 3 fur babies to take care of. So
yeah, that's true. That's a big part of it, is that we both need help with 3 dogs.
Yeah. Every 7 days, we give the dogs back to each other.
Yeah.
So Mike Tech says she's got a great smile, must be part of that body and mind equality.
Thank you. So, part of this yoga journey has been, this is something that Jeff and I always knew, but it's so true. And every stage of life, I learn it more, is that if you will change your physiology, you will change your psychology. So the more you take care of your body and you move and you get those endorphin rushes and you're stretching and you're moving, the better it makes your mind feel. And, the more physically strong you feel in your body, there is a big correlation to the more mentally strong that you feel in like your stamina, your self-confidence, your willingness to take risks, or even your just, belief in what you can do and perform physically.
Man, it is such a mental battle, really, working out and staying disciplined, because it takes discipline to work out. We've struggled with that, on and off since we met, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a mental battle. And if you can be disciplined and you can continue to do it and continue to work out and just stay with it, you're right. It literally changes your world.
Mm-hmm.
It changes everything about you, your mentality, your confidence, which starts to shine.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you feel like you can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a good thing. I need to get back there because I still struggle with it after my injury. Those that follow the channel, you guys know about my back injury.
Mm-hmm.
And I still struggle with it. Struggle.
Yeah. So let's talk about injury for a second. So through this journey, I've had people reach out to me on Facebook and say things like, I don't work out because, and then they'll tell me their story. And, there's a variety of different reasons why people don't work out, but a lot of those reasons do revolve around injury, and injury is a real thing. It can be incredibly limiting. For me, I wanted to be a ballerina. And then when I was 12, I had a major accident and lost half of my foot. I mean, it
Major.
was not possible for me to dance point.
Yeah. But at the same time, you're a fantastic salsa dancer.
So there's adaptation there, right? So you adapt to what your new circumstances are. Wearing heels is not a problem for me. Point shoes would have been a problem for me. So adapting to injury, I think, is so important, and something that we learned through a good friend of ours, Al Hickson, who was in a car accident, broke his hip bone. And he was a weightlifter before this accident, but after he broke his hip, there were strict instructions for him not to lift heavy to aggravate that. So he had to adjust to biking and yoga and stretching and was able to maintain his fitness. But to your point, injury is very derailing. And I think adapting is such an important aspect in order to maintain your fitness of mind and fitness of body. And Jeff, from personal experience, like, especially if injury is long lasting and it's not something that heals right away, it can really affect your mental state.
You'll fall into a deep depression, which I did. I'm the guys that follow me on, you guys know, I suffer with depression all the time because of my back injury. I always thought it was other things. I didn't realize how deep it went with the back injury, which is why I'm, doing all the stuff I'm doing now to try and fight that again. But yeah, it'll put you in a very dark place if you're not careful. So the comment here, like GoPro says, discipline is key. Getting to the gym, just going to the gym is the hardest part, right? Once you're there and you do the work, afterwards you feel fantastic. But just getting up, walking out the front door and going to the gym is the most difficult part. So you should be excited. You've been doing this now for a long time. This new journey of yours. I don't want to call it little because it's just a new journey for you.
Well, I was going to say, like, I don't think it's abnormal to go through seasons of more and seasons of less. I don't think that's abnormal, especially like, say you're busy at work or say something really stressful goes on in your life. But I think that's why people always talk about a lifestyle, because you want it to be a part of your life, something that never goes away. So you might have more or less in a week. You might have more or less in a season, but you just always want to get back to it. And, I also wanted to say, Jeff, like, I think it's so great that you have shared openly about how much that injury affected you. And for those of you listening, I tell Jeff this all the time, but I feel like it's really powerful for men, especially strong men, to admit when injury has really impacted them, because it's so common. I mean, it's everywhere. Like, the wounded warriors that we're talking about were strong warriors, right? Who went to battle. And then we've got like strong guys like Jeff that were lifting weights and like, great muscle mass, suffer from injury. You've got former athletes who suffer from injury. And so I think it's really good to talk about, I think there's no shame in explaining how hard it is to go through injury. And I think it's really good that you share that, because other people feel encouraged to hear that they're not the only one.
Yeah, it can put you in a deep, dark place. So it's good to share it because it does help. Even when you share, even if you don't get out of it right away, just sharing it does help. And I'm glad there's an outlet that I have that I can do that.
Yeah.
I want to go through the chat.
I know. I was just going to say, we have some really good comments.
Yeah. So Sep, what's going on, Sep? Thanks for coming through. He says he needs a puppy, by the way.
Yeah.
Is that a beagle or a hound mix? Sadie is a King Charles Cavalier mixed with a Boston Terrier.
Mm-hmm.
And she is a sweetheart. Yeah. Loose gal, what's something small a lazy person can do daily?
You can walk. People hate that answer, but it's true. I mean, you can just walk. But if you don't like to walk, I mean, you just move. My friend Megan and I, who's also listening, a lot of times, like, we tell each other, I didn't really feel like working out today, so I just put in my earbuds, turned on my favorite music, and literally just danced around the house as I was cleaning or doing dishes. I think it's just finding any way that you want to move. Oh, geez. Theodore just unplugged the computer. So yeah, I think easy ways to move are to pay attention to what your body likes. I mean, if you don't like lifting weights, then walk. If you don't like walking, then find a pool that you can go swimming. If you don't want to go swimming, then find a place you can go dancing. I think it's bottom line about moving. And then once you get into the habit of moving, then you can start paying attention to like, oh, do I want to lift weights or do I want to do more cardio? Am I working more on weight loss? Am I working more on strength? You can pay attention to all of that after you just get in the habit of being active.
And it's about the habit. They say it takes 30 days to build a habit, right? That's kind of the average, around 30 days to build a habit, but it takes discipline. Those first 30 days, there's going to be days you don't want to go. There's going to be days where you're tired, where you're hurting, but those are the days you need to make sure you go. Mm-hmm. And then it's going to turn into something you enjoy, and it's going to turn into a habit. You're going to want.
I would also say like community, like friendships, have friends that you can do active things with too, because people will help hold you accountable, and not like the kind of annoying accountable where they're like, oh, you have to go to the gym, but like the good accountable, like, hey, you want to go hang out? We're going to go do this active thing.
Yeah. It's funny. As long as I've known you, I've always talked about, I've tried to hire personal trainers to help with my back injury. And it just so happens that every time I do that, it hurts me more. But we were so different because I always wanted a personal trainer that like,
I know what you're going to say.
I want him to be like, do it, you piece of like I want him to go in.
Yell at him like
I want like boot camp training. I want somebody to put me through the works. I don't want somebody that's all polite and nice because I'm not like that. I want to be pushed. But it's so funny.
What's funny though is as I've built more fitness confidence, I'm more comfortable with that now.
Yeah.
I don't have a regular trainer, but I do have a guy that I've had 2 sessions with just so he can just like kind of show me what to do. And he'll be like, I don't want to see you do anything wimpy the next time you're in here. Like, so yeah.
I want somebody to talk trash. That's what I want. Because that's what I do. That's what I like. I talk trash.
It depends where you are in your journey, because some people need more encouragement to get started. And then you can decide at what point you're ready to have like the push,
Call me a fat piece of and just tell me to get up. Paul says, did you find out how much tech you had stashed away? I'll let you answer that.
Oh God. I hope nobody knows where you live is basically what I'm going to say. Cause my gosh, there's so much tech in that apartment. I used to have a key. I don't have a key anymore. And I'm like, you better tell somebody to take care of all that. If something happens to you, you better tell your sisters.
There's a lot of tech here. You're in charge. If something happens to me, you're in charge of it. Just sell it. You're going to make money. Megan says, how do you get through roadblocks like injury or boredom or just being in a funk and not wanting to work out?
Yeah. So, for me, I ask myself a series of questions. If I don't want to work out one day, then I think about like, why don't I want to work out? Because if I'm tired, I may need a rest day. So don't undercount. I don't know what the word is. Don't discount that you may need a day off if boredom is setting in. So you pay attention to when your rest days are. And also, if I don't feel like going to the gym, then I compromise and I do something else. Maybe I'll take the dogs for an extra long walk that day. Or maybe I'll just stay home and practice yoga poses instead of going to lift, right? I think for me, variety is a huge thing to keep me interested, because I am not one of these people that can just do the same thing like every single day. I get bored going to the gym every day. So I'm outside, I'm running, I'm walking the dogs, I'm doing yoga. I have some weights here at my house that I do. So the gym is not the only thing. So I would say variety really helps with boredom or not wanting to go.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Rich says, nice to meet you, Mariah. How long were you guys married? And it is great that you are still friends. Wounded Warriors is a great cause. Yeah, Wounded Warriors is fantastic. We were married for 7 years.
You know how long you were married?
I don't remember at this point. I don't remember. 7 years, maybe?
13 to 18. So at least 5, maybe 5.5.
5. We were together. We dated for 2 years and married for 5.5, 6 years, whatever it was.
Yeah. So GoPro Donnie is asking if I have a prosthetic, which is a great question. I don't. I have considered getting one many, many times, but that was actually when I was younger and I cared more about the visual of my foot. Now, I mean, I'm 40, so I don't care. I don't need a prosthetic for any physical reason, but I'll explain it like this. So if you have 5 toes on each of your feet, on my right foot, I lost half of it. So I lost these first two. And so basically what my foot did was you still have your little toe, which is your point of balance, one point of balance. You still have your heel. That's one point of balance. And then your big toe is your other point of balance. Basically, that third point of balance just formed under what is my third toe, but really it's my first toe. So I still have the three primary points of balance on my foot. It's just that my right foot is thinner than my left foot. So, I mean, at times it affects balance. But I have to tell you something funny. I see Jean, she's saying hey in the chat box. But I have to say, once when I was dancing salsa, I said to Barbara, who was our salsa teacher for many years, I said, I can't do those double spins. Like I only have 3 toes on my right foot. And she looked at me and she goes, that's not about your foot. That's about your balance. Like she just basically threw that excuse right out the window. And she would not let me have low expectations for myself. And sure enough, I learned it. So I think, balance is something that your body can learn no matter what.
Sep says, I loathe cardio. A lot of people do. A lot of people hate working out, but you still should do it.
But I say find something that you love. So if you really hate cardio, find another way to get your heart rate up, Yeah.
Jean says working out should be your normal routine, like going to work every day, eating 3 meals, brushing your teeth. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And when you do it, you're going to feel amazing, right? If it becomes part of your life, you're going to feel incredible.
Yeah. And Jean is a great example of that. Jean is one of my fitness mentors. I mean, she's been working out. We've both been working out our whole adult lives, but she's been lifting for her whole adult life. And so she has really great muscle mass. And so, when something becomes a habit, then you start to build on success, right? And I'm just at the beginning of this journey, but you can look at that. You can see a little definition there. But like as you grow and as you start to gain those gains, then you get more and more because they start to kind of roll.
Yeah. So again, just to recap why we are here, Mariah is in a fitness competition. She is currently in second place, top 5. It's down to the top 5. There's about 5 days left in the competition. The pinned comment here on YouTube is where you can go and vote. Each vote counts as 2 votes just tonight. Tomorrow, you can vote again. Every 24 hours, you can vote for free. And if you want to buy votes, each vote that is purchased will go towards the Wounded Warrior Project. Mm-hmm. So a really good cause. Again, we're here to support Mariah. She's just starting her fitness journey, and the fact that she's in second place right now, it's a pretty big deal. So
it's exciting. Yeah, I just want all your listeners to know, like, none of that money goes to me, and it doesn't go to the magazine. It all goes to Wounded Warriors. So it's definitely donating to a good cause. And can I share my screen to show? I want to show the. Let's see. This is the page that you guys will go to when you vote. And, oh no, not this one, sorry. Well, this one has all the information about Wounded Warriors, so you can also find that on the page. But I don't have it up, but actually, what I wanted to say is that if you roll down, you'll see the answers to the fitness questions that I gave. You'll see pictures of my yoga journey. So I just wanted you to know that where you vote at the top, the rest of the page down has a lot of that other information we've been talking
about right here, right?
Yeah, roll down right there. Yep, perfect.
Yeah, so here are all of her fitness pictures. These are the ones you submitted for the contest, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome, pretty incredible. Again, here's the time. There's 4 days and 23 hours left. Now, I'm not asking you guys to pay for votes. If you want to pay for votes, that's fantastic. You'll be supporting a really great cause. But I am asking you to go and vote for free.
Yeah.
So.
And what I'm asking is that you vote for free every day for the next, 4.5 days left?
5 days, basically 5 days. You can vote.
5 days left. So that's the thing is I actually had some people say, oh, I voted for you. And they thought just one vote was all I needed. You can vote every day because what they're really trying to see is like, is the momentum there? Are there people that want to hear and be encouraged by my fitness journey? So Yeah, if you guys remember to do that every day, that'd be fantastic.
And there's no way to sway the votes. Like, we don't know how many votes she's behind,
Mhm.
right? If she was 10 votes behind, I might spend $20 and just put her in first place, but there's no way to know. So
yeah, all I know is that I fell into third place, and we like got in touch with all of our friends and family, and I was like, boom, back into second place. So I have to believe that first place is not that far away.
yeah, hopefully. Sep says walking burns so many calories. That is true.
Yeah. Oh, Sep said he likes lifting weights, but he hates burpees and jogging in place. Oh my gosh, I hate burpees.
Burpees suck, bro.
Hate
Burpees
them.
suck. Yeah.
Hate them. I also go to a workout group every Sunday morning that works out at a local track, and that's just a free thing. It's just a group of people. And this is what I mean about working out with community. Community is a great thing, and we do burpees there every Sunday in the heat, and I freaking hate it.
So I'm going to allow this question right here because of who it is. You guys know Lou. He is the co-host on Slangcast on Friday nights. So when you were married, what was the one really annoying thing Jeff would do that got under your skin? There's probably more than one.
Well, honestly, like we were pretty good at like telling each other, like, oh my God, could you please stop that? That's driving me crazy.
Eating ice cubes.
Or maybe what you were doing just now, like playing with your beard.
Yeah.
But actually, I was thinking about something today that I needed you to do for me. So if you guys don't know about Jeff's obsession with Marvel, then you should know, like, he knows all about superheroes and the Marvel universe.
It's true.
And I went to see Black Widow today. Is that what it's called?
You saw Black Widow? I haven't even seen it yet.
It's so good. Megan and I went today. Megan Adams and I went today. I know. I was going to tell you, you have to go see it. You're going to love it. I loved it. But what I wanted to say is that Jeff used to always keep me up to date on all the Marvel movies, the characters, like, because I didn't read the comics. So he would keep me all up to date. And then today there was what do you call it at the end? Like an Easter egg?
After credit scene?
Oh, an after credit scene. And in the after credit scene, something showed, and I was all confused. And then I realized that's because it came from Ender's Game, and I had only seen Infinity Wars or something like that. So I was like, I was missing a whole link to the puzzle because Jeff hasn't kept me updated on what's going on in Marvel.
It's out of order as well. Like the Black Widow movie is before it was supposed to come out a year and a half ago, but it got pushed back.
That's right. Yeah.
So that movie in the Marvel timeline takes place like after Captain America: Civil War. It's before Endgame.
Yeah. Okay.
So
but yeah, I mean, like, I honestly don't remember annoying things that you did. Like,
Lou's just trying to be a jackass. That's all. That's all Lou's trying to do right now.
Okay, so is that Nookie? I don't know who that is, but he says that he doesn't have Facebook, but his sister's visiting, so he's getting his sister to vote.
Yes, Nookie is a female. Nookie is a female.
Okay. Yes. Hi.
Nookie, what's going on? Look, how you doing? So I did post the link again, Tech for Your Knees. The link to Mariah's Instagram is now in the comment section. Again, I could only pin one comment in the chat. So the Instagram link will be kind of I'll keep posting it so you guys can find it. Barry Johnson, I appreciate you coming through, and shout out to everybody that's here. There's 20 people in here right now, and it's been around 20 to 30 since we've been here. So shout out to everybody that's coming through tonight. Sep says, at least you didn't date for 28 years and then get married like Don Chihobi did.
I did see that he just recently got married. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Megan says, my one trick is to put on some.
No, put on some music. Her next comment finished it. She said, put on favorite music that you can't help but dance to.
Music and working out goes hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
It's so motivating. Yeah.
Lou says, I love hitting the bag and speed bag. Couple hours in, you feel that much better physically and mentally. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, Lou was reminding me, I wanted to say something. So one of the things that I know for a fact in my own life is there is nothing that will change a bad mood into a good mood as well or as routinely or as reliably for me as like a 20-minute run. I mean, I find that a 20-minute run will just clear my head. If I'm worried about something, it's going to calm me down. Of course, it doesn't fix all your problems, but it absolutely changes the way your mindset is looking or approaching something. So
Yeah. It changes your energy. Your whole mentality changes. You're able to kind of release the stress and the pressure from whatever is bothering you, whatever it is, whether it's financial struggle, relationship struggle, and it helps you clear your mind and reset.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of butcher this. I think Megan knows it better than me. Yeah, she calls it a one-woman dance party. But actually, physiologically, whatever stress hormone that we produce, it is actually released by like physical movement, because that's kind of like why when we get super cold, we start to shake. It's like the body is physiologically reacting to what's going on inside. And so if we have like a big stress, and it's held in our body in some way, physically moving is what helps to release that.
Physically moving just does wonders for you, man. It does wonders. I need to do a better job at it. For me, right, I've always struggled because every time I tried to work out again, I would hurt my back even more. So my big struggle was now based on fear, right?
Yeah.
Every day I wanted to work out, but I was more worried about re-injuring myself even more. So we'll see how it works out this time, right? Finally.
Did you share with your audience like the latest thing that's going on with your back?
Yeah, my main audience, they kind of know what's going on. Yeah, basically they know I got a set of shots about 2 weeks ago on the right side in my discs in my back. And on the 19th of this month, 3 more shots on the left side of my back in my 3 discs that are all messed up. And then they're going to go in and burn away some of the nerve endings that the disc is hitting. And from what they're telling me, I mean, they're going to be able to tell me, well, they did tell me that I'll be able to run again. I'll be able to work out again without any issue. So we'll see how that goes. If it's true, I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's do it tomorrow.
Yeah, we're hoping. That'd be great.
Hope for the best. Hope for the best. Prepare for the worst.
Hope for the best.
Nookie says on our Facebook, we read this one. Next level, what's going on, homie? How you doing, man?
Thank you guys so much for voting. I really appreciate it. And it means a lot to me that you're sharing it with your friends and family. And like we said, there's free daily voting that you can do by logging in through Facebook. But if you want, you can donate to Wounded Warriors Veterans Fund. And then that will give you more voting. Like you can buy votes at that point if you want to make a donation to the organization. Yeah,
and again, you can vote every 24 hours. Maybe we should stream every day until this event is over, right? We'll do it like the telethons do it. We'll stream, we'll stream every day for a couple hours each day just to watch the countdown.
Yeah.
4 days, 23 hours left, guys. You can vote every day for free, or you can pay for a vote and support the Wounded Warriors.
Yeah. Hey, Michael in the chat box was commenting about that whole like fight or flight response and how the hormones are released. And that was that same idea that I was talking about, like where movement can help to counteract those hormones that are released.
And by the way, I appreciate all the creators. I know we usually talk about tech on Saturday nights, but I appreciate all you guys coming through. Next Level, Michael, all you guys that have come through, Sep, everybody, Lou Scow. Appreciate you guys coming through and supporting. Because
thanks,
we're not talking about tech. Yeah, we're not talking tech tonight. Next Level says, I don't listen to music. I wonder if that's why I don't like working out.
That could be part of it.
Next Level, you got to stop making. The other day, Next Level is a really good dude. He's got a great channel on YouTube. Yeah. Check him out. He was making 50 wings the other day. I'm like, what are you doing with 50 wings? I can't even eat 20 wings.
Oh my gosh.
Al Hickson, what's going on, man?
Hey, Al.
Al voted. Thanks, Al.
Yeah, Al, I just talked about you actually earlier. Al was the one I was mentioning recovered from the car accident. That was, adapted after injury.
And by the way, this stream tonight, Slangcast is starting back up as a podcast, and it's already on Apple iTunes. It's on Google Podcasts. This will be the first new podcast on Slangcast. So tomorrow, you're going to be able to find this on iTunes or whatever you're part of. Spotify, it'll be on. So this will be episode 1, season 1 of the new Slangcast podcast. But
Awesome.
Cortisol, Megan said.
Yeah.
Gene says stretch helps. Yeah, you could stretch. Lou, you should start stretching. If you're lazy and you're feeling lazy, you don't want to do anything, just go ahead and start stretching, bro.
Lou is cracking me up.
Lou's crazy. If you ever want to see somebody that's very humble, not humble. He's not humble at all. Friday nights at 9:30, we stream on my other channel, and he's hilarious. Tech loving mama, how you doing? Another creator.
Yeah.
Jerry Lewis, that's right. We will do the telethon. We'll stream every day. Every day.
I'm curious if our listeners have any questions.
Yeah, if you guys
have fitness, or it could just be about,
Oh, you know what we could do? We could do this too. Let me find it real quick.
Oh, thanks. Lou said we have great communication.
Yeah. Okay.
I know. I was going to make a joke there and be like, well, maybe we didn't have that great of communication.
Yeah. We're divorced for a reason, Lou.
Yeah.
Oh, if anybody wants to call in, we're going to try this again. Now, you don't have to call in, but there is a line here where you can call in and be a part of the stream if you want to. I think it'll work. I haven't tested it in like 5 months. Last time I had call-ins on a live stream, this little kid called in and told me I should die.
Well, we did know that there was the possibility of getting very negative feedback. People say all kinds of things when you're online.
It happens.
Yeah.
Lou says, no problem. We'll help in any way we can. Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
I appreciate that. There were quite a few people who told me that they wanted to listen tonight, but it was just too late at night because like some people have kids, they have to put to bed, or like I had some friends that were like, what? I don't stay up that late. But it makes me laugh because Jeff and me and Gene and Al, we used to all like go out at this time to go salsa dancing. This was the time we would actually leave the house.
Yeah, the salsa crew. Next Level says #stretches are free, Lou. You don't even have to leave your bed. You could literally wake up and stretch in your bed, Lou. If you want to be that lazy, you could just stretch in your bed.
That's true. In fact, you could do a lot of ab workouts just by lifting your legs. Yeah.
Tech Loving Mama says, I'm late. What's going on? So we are here, Tech Loving Mama. This is Mariah. She is my ex-wife. And we are here.
Mama.
We're here to support her on her fitness journey. There's a pinned comment inside of the comment section in the chat. She is currently in second place right here. You can go on and vote. If you click on the link, each vote right now counts as 2 votes. They are free, and you can pay the vote if you want to support the Wounded Warrior Project. But it's basically a fitness competition. The winner of the competition will be on the cover of a magazine and win a bunch of cash. And she is in second place currently. It's down to the top 5, so it's almost over.
Well, in my group round, because then it goes to nationals, right? So I am second place out of 33 women. So I'm trying really hard to get into first place, because if I can get through this group round, then I go into a national round. And so also Tech Love and Mama, we were just talking about how this is for me, it's a yoga journey. So not all of the women are bodybuilders, as you can see. I'm not a bodybuilder, but my yoga has been something that I have just been growing and working on. And Jeff actually can share my yoga page. I think it's also pinned in the comments.
I just put it in the comments again. I just put the link in the comments.
Yeah. But yeah, so learning how to pose in yoga is something that yoga is a study of basically balance, core strength, stretching, and the longer you hold these poses, the more benefit that comes from them. But even just getting into it helps you to learn about your body and what you need to fix or adjust or strengthen or even loosen. Because I mentioned earlier that a lot of these poses require, like this one here that you can see where my leg is back. You can see that I have like a white band from my ankle to my arms, because though I can kick that leg up really, really high, when you put both of your arms back behind your head, it requires such back flexibility that, as you can see there, with one arm, it's not that hard, but with 2 arms, it's a lot more challenging. So, yoga is all about like the opening and releasing of the body.
I love the black and white pictures. It's pretty dope.
Thanks.
So, Tech Loving Mama, that's basically why we are here. Well, not
Yeah.
basically, that is why we are here. We're here to support Mariah on her journey and hopefully, propel her to the next round. And it gives you guys a chance to see my fur babies.
Yeah. So she is loving all that's going on. Like she keeps coming over here wanting to get up. So I think she can hear your voice, Jeff. And she's like,
Sadie, what are you doing, Sadie? Sadie, she's so adorable. Sadie, what are you doing? Sadie does like to watch TV too. So she'll watch TV.
Yeah.
So Lou says, hello, Mariah. Another question. If you don't mind me asking, did you ever wake up in the morning, roll over and say, I should punch you in his eye?
He's so ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, nah.
You must be talking from experience, Lou. Paul says, is that the puppers that had problems with the fireworks?
Well, they all do. All three of them. Yeah. Well, I guess Theodore doesn't really care, but Sadie
he does.
Right. They really don't like it.
Yeah, she doesn't. But yeah, Paul, during that stream that night, it was her.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Pools, what's going on, man? What's up, JP?
I see Brooke is on, and I see that Jason is on.
Thanks to the death threat. Gene, yes, vote now. Vote now, guys. Again, free votes every
day. If you haven't voted already today.
Lou Scale, that's right, Tech Loving Mama. That was the same night. Do you remember what episode that was? Yeah. We've had some fun on here. Tech Loving Mama is also a fellow techie, a fellow YouTuber. So check out her channel, guys.
Okay, awesome.
Just voted. Thank you for your vote.
Thank you.
Tech MNO. Tech Mo. Good evening, guys. Morning from my side of the world. How you doing, man?
Oh, where's he calling in from?
I'm not sure.
Tech MNO, tell us where you're coming from.
Support of the chat is great. Hope you win. Again, shout out to everybody. There's 25 people here. We've been streaming now for almost an hour, about 54 minutes. We'll keep going for a little longer, and then we'll wrap it up. And we'll see. We'll see.
I want to shout out Rich's comment in the chats. So he was saying that he's had back surgery. And so, Rich, we know. I mean, Jeff hasn't gone through back surgery, but he's gone through back injury. So we know how challenging and discouraging that is. Really, really good for you. Yeah, just walking. I mean, sometimes that's what you got. But if you just get out there and start moving, it's a good start.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we should do more streams like this. My channel is based around tech, and the tech community is fantastic. But every now and then, it's fun to change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Anytime we can support somebody doing something that they love, then let's do it. So
absolutely.
If anybody else wants to be supported, you have a free platform here to jump on and just, talk to the world.
Yeah.
Talk to the world.
Yeah.
Where are we at?
Oh, and so Lou's also talking about knee injuries. I've been there, Lou. I used to be a big time runner. I'm not anymore. But my knee used to bother me a lot. Stretching, and Jean mentioned that earlier too. Stretching is huge. Does anybody here know David Goggins? He's like
the Navy SEAL guy?
Yeah, former Navy SEAL, and he does these incredible athletic feats. He credits so much of his success to stretching, because he says that everything that he does with his muscles, there is so much recovery that takes place when he stretches them out.
I think he's the guy that owns the pull-up record as well. I think he tried to win the pull-up record multiple times and failed, but he kept at it, and I think he finally did it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Steph says cortisol is all in my bloodstream. Next Level says, happy belated birthday, Sadie.
Yeah.
She is adorable.
Oh, Tech Loving Mama says she's going to be starting to work out again, too. Oh, yeah. David Goggins is crazy. He's probably not human. He's insane.
Holler at your boy. Appreciate you coming through. Check out another creator, guys. Holler at your boy. A really good YouTube channel. Check him out.
Hi.
Sadie is adorable.
I know. All she wants to do is just sit in my lap and be a part of this.
Well, she is a part of it. She won't sit in my lap though during the stream. She kind of fights it.
Oh, really?
Because Jeff got that gelatin steroid with no painkillers. Yeah, man. Those
Yeah,
shots were.
I was curious if that shot was going to be painful for you, but you said it was okay.
So the shots were in my disc, and it literally took, I mean, a minute, 1 minute, and I was in and out. I waited 45 minutes to go to the back room, but by the time I got to the back room, 3 shots, numb me up, 3 more shots. The first shot, the first pinch, when it hit the disc, I felt, but it was numb and over in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It was good.
I'm glad. I'm so glad. This is very, very exciting,
First
very
time
exciting to see what could happen and what potential this might open up for you to move again.
Man, if I could run again, you'll never see me again.
I know.
You guys will never see me again. You'll never see me again.
Yeah. Hey, I just found out your mom's watching.
Yeah, she's watching.
That's cool.
Stretching has helped my knee. Yeah, what's up, Mom Dukes? Oh, this is James. Okay, he's in the Philippines.
Oh, awesome. Very cool.
Tech Level Mama says, I got to start exercising again. I just got the ring fit for the Switch. I was told it is great for people with RA, especially in knees, so I'm going to try that.
Rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah.
And then what's the ring fit? I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know what it's for. The Switch, for Nintendo Switch. Some for Nintendo Switch.
Oh, maybe some like exercise platform.
Yeah.
So
we're going to start wrapping it up. We're going to stream for about 15 more minutes. And I just want to give you an opportunity to tell everybody why they should vote for you.
Yeah. So, we are our own worst critics. And so today, the former champion last year put out a message and said, when you tell people why you think that you should win, remember, you are your own biggest critic. So she said, stop telling that story and start telling a hero's journey. So, it's a good reminder. The reason I think that people should vote for me is because I represent the average person. I represent somebody who is just doing the daily, who's working through like life's regular complexities, and I'm kicking ass. And so I think that story is really encouraging to people who may have injuries or may have busy lives or, maybe have gotten out of the season of working out for a long time. And also I think because I'm always about building community wherever I go, whether it's the gym or salsa or church, when I formerly used to be a part of that. I'm always about building and encouraging people in my community. And I've already seen, just from the few short weeks that this competition has been going on, people reaching out to me and saying, hey, because you're doing this, I'm encouraged to do this, or thank you for sharing that because I needed, to hear somebody else was going through it. So I think you should vote for me because, if I go forward, you guys come with me. It's not just going to be me, right? And if I have a platform, I'm going to be sharing that journey along with other people who are going to be taking that same route.
Fantastic. And here's the thing. If you guys put in the work, and it doesn't matter what it is, it doesn't matter if it's fitness or a YouTube channel or something else. If you are disciplined and you put in the work, good things can happen. And that's what I'm seeing with her. And this is why I invited her on the stream, because I see the work that she's doing. She is disciplined about it. I know her probably better than anybody in the world. And putting herself out there has always been, this type of thing, like the yoga thing, and putting yourself out there in that way has always been something that she probably didn't want to do. But she did it. She took a risk. She took a chance. And look where she's going with it. Right? So to get something good in life, a lot of times you have to take a risk. And this is a prime example of that. She's taking a risk and she's kicking ass. She's doing what she needs to do. And that's why I want to bring her on here and support her journey. And I appreciate everybody in the chat that has said they did vote, and you can continue to vote again every day. Mm-hmm. So it's cool to see. It's cool to witness, because I'm kind of, while I'm getting my back worked on and I'm unable to work out still, hopefully that will change in another month. but it's nice to see somebody, like, it motivates you when somebody in your life that you're close with, we're not married anymore, but we're still really good friends. But when you're close with somebody and you see them succeeding, but you see the hard work they're putting in, it kind of motivates you to want to do that as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted you on the stream.
I'm really glad to be here. And you kind of said earlier too, like, hey, if your journey's fitness, awesome. Come with me on this journey. But if your journey is YouTube, like Jeff, then learn from his growth over the past couple years. But, no matter what it is that you want to work towards, Jeff and I used to always say, like, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but if you've got 10, 20, 30, 40 more years in front of you, what is the big thing you want to do? Because, at least what we have is time right now. So you might as well work on something that's going to get you somewhere forward. And I wanted to just say, too, that having a goal is something that is going to keep the daily work that you do moving you forward in progress. So if you don't have a goal, find one. And that's part of why I joined the fitness competition, because I thought, hey, having a goal is going to motivate me.
Yeah, and we've talked about this and the whole goal part of it. You and I have had conversations about this already. You don't have to have one major goal, right? You don't have to say to yourself, I'm going to lose, say you're overweight, right? Say you weigh 300 pounds, you want to get down to 200. Your goal doesn't need to be, I'm going to drop 100 pounds in a year. Make it small goals. Small goals are easier to obtain, right? I'm going to drop, say your first goal should be, I'm going to drop 10 pounds in 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, whatever it is. That way, there's a better chance of you hitting that goal, and it's just going to build momentum and allow you to generate more goals and just do your thing. And then it's going to become a habit. You're going to get motivated by the success you're seeing.
Yeah.
And you're going to blow the hell up, man.
Yep. They call that snowball effect. A little bit,
right.
And then you move forward. Next Loving Tech said, do something, don't do nothing. I agree with that. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. And thank you. Nookie made a donation. I appreciate that. And Tech Loving Mama, I saw she called me Mama Slang.
Yeah, hey, Mama Slang.
And Mama Dog too.
He says, my dad has so much surgery that I lost count. Yeah, it's tough, bro. Yeah. We've learned this, especially you guys know how old I am. And I'm just about as old as Jean Choi, who's in the chat as well.
Oh my God.
She's good.
She's about to comment,
Yeah. But yeah, it's hard getting old, man. You can't be, I don't even want to say it, like, to grow old.
You can't give up. You can't decide. I heard a great quote the other day that says, I'm old enough to know that I'm young enough to have my whole life in front of me.
Yeah, we still got time, man. But I can't even worry about what's 5 years from now. I need to worry about today, tomorrow. Like, I don't care about that other crap. It's not important right now.
Yeah.
Next Level says, don't forget to vote. Link in the pinned message. That's right. Link in the pinned message, guys. Free votes. And I appreciate all you guys who have come through tonight to support Mariah here.
She's explaining. She's telling me a little bit about the ring, the Pilates ring. Gotcha. And then you play an adventure game while you're doing the workouts. That's awesome. Yeah. And it can be really great with kids too.
If a game sounds fun, like working out and doing something fun at the same time, it's a win.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing too, like I didn't really talk about this a lot because we had like men and women on the stream tonight, but if you are a woman 35 or older, like our hormones change, bodies change, the way we stay in shape changes. I mean, it changes for everybody as we age, but definitely I think like for women that as we get older, these things like lifting weights or building muscle mass, this is all really important. And I know a lot of girls that are on the channel right now are raising kids. And so playing with your kids, staying active with them, you want to stay fit and limber and capable of getting up and down off the floor, moving with them, keeping up with them. So
it's crazy. It's tough getting old, man. It's tough. C. Butler says, I put in my free vote. C. Butler, another YouTuber right here, guys. Check out his channel.
Thank you.
It's been a season since I worked out. Yeah.
Okay. Season on or season off? Now you have a season on,
The good thing is you can start whenever you want.
Yeah, Paul, that's fine. You can vote for me because of the dog. That's fine.
Yeah. Sadie goes along with her for the ride. So
yeah, that's right.
if you vote for Mariah, you are voting for Sadie.
That's right.
Do you have a YouTube channel? No, but I keep telling her she should have a YouTube channel.
I don't.
You
He
will.
does keep telling me I need one, but
I've been telling you for years you should be on social media.
yeah.
This is the beginning of your journey. It is.
Yeah, maybe I'll get there. Hey, thank you. She said she just followed me on Instagram. Awesome. I mean, my Instagram is the beginning of putting myself out there, guys. Like
Yeah.
Jeff is a model to me as to how you can do this. And I've watched this whole journey from when it was just an idea in his head to getting that first channel, and when that first channel was like stolen, how difficult that was, and then building this channel, gaining followers, and just becoming really good at everything he does, the editing, the lighting, everything. So he was
crazy,
getting
right?
tonight because I didn't use his really big quality mic that he gave me.
I'm an audio snob. All you guys know in the tech community how much of an audio snob I am. And
Sorry, I couldn't get it together, guys.
Stressful. And it's crazy because I'm the introvert here. I'm the one that doesn't like to talk. Like when we go out, I just like to chill and watch people. I'm not big on communication.
I'm the social butterfly.
Yeah, YouTube is easier for some reason. I don't know. Next Level says, "Oh, look at Sadie listening. She does listen."
Yeah. She laid down now because she's tired. But
Sep has voted. Thank you, Sep. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Nookie with the donation again. Thank you very much. Do something. Don't do nothing. That's right.
Yeah.
Do something. Anything is better than nothing. Joe says, "Wow, still live. Hi, everyone. What's up, Joe?" Tech Level Mama. Sorry you said his mom is watching the stream. My mom is watching.
I don't know. I wondered if she said something we didn't catch earlier.
Joe says, "Late to the party. I will watch the replay later." Yeah, it'll be up. And again, this will be going to Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts. So tomorrow it'll be up on iTunes.
So we were talking about age a minute ago. Jeff was sharing. You said how old you are. I like to actually say how old I am because you know what? I'm freaking proud of it. And I think that age is a gift. Like, I think part of the reason that I got into this journey was the loss of my mom in 2017. And she died when she was 67, which is so young. And so I get so excited, like, just to say, like, when I'm in the gym and people are like, "Oh, you look great." I'm like, I'm 40.
Yeah.
I'm 40. I'm going to be 41 in the fall.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Some people don't like to say their age, though.
I know. Jean never tells us how old she is. She's our best friend, and we don't know how old she is.
Look at this comment from her. "I can't believe your best friend was a dinosaur." Well, you would be there with me then, because don't forget, I know how old you are. I did trick your brother. And yes, Al, I tricked her brother in Mexico to tell me how old she was.
He did.
And she's not happy about it.
Yeah.
Nice puppy, Joe says. You're older than me, Gene. Yes, she is, Al. It doesn't matter. I look younger than all of you.
She does.
I can't argue with that. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Jeff is a model. Stop. Might go to his head. We're going to talk about my modeling days. Okay. Lou says an hour of showing stretches and stuff like that would be cool. Simple steps for people.
Yeah. So Lou, I mean, that's not a bad idea. So the idea of like starting a YouTube channel for working out or whatever, there are a lot of really good content creators out there already. So I think one of the things that holds me back from starting yet is I haven't quite found like, what's my niche? Like, where do I fit in this world?
Doesn't matter.
I know. Jeff keeps telling me to start it. Just start it.
Doesn't matter. You just have to hit record and start, because what's going to happen, and we've talked about this before, and Michael Pepper makes a great point here. She sounds motivational in a good way. I bet if she started a channel, it would blow up. And here's the thing. You're going to start your channel, and you're going to want it to go in one direction. But your audience is going to tell you and kind of lead you in another direction. And it might take a little while to figure out exactly where you want to be, but it's going to take on a path of its own. You just need to start. And I agree with Michael. This is what I've been telling you for years. You would do really well on a platform like YouTube. Yeah. Like you just would.
That's really motivational. Maybe you guys are going to help me set my next goal,
Yeah, you could do it. She's always been a really good public speaker. And this just kind of, goes hand in hand with that. It's even easier because you're doing it from the comfort of your own home and nobody's there.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate that. And one of the things about being on this fitness journey is really making sure that I can communicate the message that I want to encourage other people on this fitness journey the same way I am. Yeah, it's about health. We talked about that, but it's also about your mentality, which I think is the most important. And then also a big byproduct is you look good, and if you look good, if you feel good and you look good, it just can only make you like happier. It makes your interaction with the world and other people, more positive. So, yeah, I think communicating that message is something that I'm going to continue to grow in, and that's part of the reason that this whole competition was something that drew me so much, because I needed to put that into language and make sure that other people are going to join me on that journey.
Very proud of you. Very proud of you. And Al says the same thing here. Like when you put that type of work in, and like even if you fail, it doesn't matter, right? You still attempted something and you're not going to have any regrets. So the fact that you just tried is a good thing. But the fact that you are trying and it's becoming something that is successful, it's just that much better. So you should be proud. And it takes a lot of hard work. Tech Level Mama says, I don't care saying my age too. I'm 40 and mostly I don't look it though. I feel it.
Yeah, but she probably feels it because she's got kids she's running after her kids. That's funny. But yeah, that's awesome. I mean, look, there is no shame in being the age you are. And I think also like our society is embracing being more positive to women as they age. And whether we look young or we don't look young, we need to embrace who we are and feel good about that. But yes, staying fit is such a great part of that, because again, you feel good, you look good, and exercise is the antidote of aging. We can't stop it, but we can certainly support the process,
You could maybe prolong it for a little while if you are in better shape, right? You can improve the quality of your life.
Absolutely. Quality of life. Yeah.
Before my injury, when I was in shape, my life was fantastic. Fantastic. And then it all went to shit, but that's okay.
You're going to get past that. You're already on that journey, and it was a journey for you. Like you kind of had to go through that to reflect, because like you said, you didn't necessarily know how much your injury was affecting you until you went to that, until you went through that.
Yeah. That could be a whole nother hour-long stream right there. Like when you're sad and depressed about stuff, but you're not really sure where it is. And then when you figure out what it stems from, and I realized it was all because of my injury and what it has done to my life, like that's when you can finally start maybe digging yourself out of the hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now you're fit because you're you. Nookie says, I'm 55. Don't mind telling people my age. That's right. Even though you yelled at me last week or 2 weeks ago because you thought I called you 70. And I didn't. Joe says 41. You look very good, Mariah. Well, both of you. So are you going to be a yoga teacher?
Yeah, so that's an option, right? I've been considering that. Like to get your yoga license, you have to do like 200 hours of training. And then you have to kind of pick a discipline, because yoga has so many different areas you can go in. You can go in like hot yoga, which is like a Bikram style, or you can go into like yoga flow, which is constant movement. There's also things like restorative yoga, which I highly recommend for anybody who has back pain or back surgery, because it's very easy. It's very easy on the body. So yeah, I think that's a possibility in the future, is to pursue, yoga certification.
Absolutely. Next Level says, my girlfriend started her YouTube channel and she's doing awesome. Yeah. All you got to do is start, man. You never know where it's going to take you.
I want to know her topic, if he will throw it into the chat.
Yeah. Her name is Preppy Mama, by the way. And yeah, it's great. Rich says, yeah, start a channel. I think you would do very well. I agree. Michael Pepper says, Mariah, what do you do for a living? I'm just curious because I can sense the confidence and that would give you a leg up, pun intended, on YouTube. I have 2.5 years in and still building confidence.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so encouraging. And I'm so impressed by those of you that have been on YouTube for like a number of years already. I think this is amazing. So what I do for a living, I was a school teacher for many, many years, and I taught at U.S. Embassy schools overseas. When I came back to the States, I worked in education for a little bit, and then I helped Jeff to start his business for a little bit. And now I work in corporate education. So basically, I train organizational leaders in improvement science, which means that we basically sit down, we look at their results, and I coach them how to get better results. It is all public speaking, whether it's in front of a room of a whole bunch of teachers or it's at the table with 6 or 7 principals, it is all public speaking. So thank you for saying that you sense the confidence there. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, you guys are super encouraging. It could be something that I transfer to YouTube one day.
You should. Michael, I've been telling her that for 10 years.
Yeah. Well, maybe not 10, but yeah.
8 years, 7 years, whatever it is. A long time. A very long time. I agree. Nookie says, you guys are very positive and motivational. Thanks, Nook. Rich says, I agree. Both you guys are so motivational.
Yeah.
Tech loving mama with hypothyroidism, trying to do what my body needs to be in shape can be hard mentally and physically. Now my kids are somewhat older. I'm hoping I can concentrate on my physical health more so now.
I mean, it's really tough. I mean, I don't have children, but I have friends that have children that talk about the challenges. And, you know, if Jean is still on, she just told me a story the other day of being at the gym and her son needed her attention in the room and she wasn't able to finish her workout. So, but yeah, that can be tough when kids are taking such a large portion of your day. My biggest suggestion is to get your kids involved in the activity. So it's stuff that you can do together, whether it's pick those activities like going to the park or like getting active together, getting on bikes together, finding things that they can do with you until they are the age when you can do more things by yourself. But I would just encourage you, don't let it sit on the back burner the entire time they're growing up, because you don't want to like wait that long. When the body is not working, then over time we lose all of that, like that build that we were talking about, right? And especially women's bodies, if we're not using it, we gain weight. And if there's thyroid issues, that adds more complications, and we also lose muscle mass. So, you know, get your kids involved too. But I mean, I understand it. I've got compassion for people that are that busy. I understand, because I don't have kids and it's hard enough for me to commit to make sure every day I get it in.
Yeah, it takes discipline. You got to find a time, whether that's 5 a.m. before your kids wake up or 11 o'clock at night when they go to sleep. Like,
yeah,
it's hard.
We all have to just say, like, I mean, what matters? Because there's only so much time in a day.
If it matters to you,
put your time on.
What matters is a good point. If it matters to you that much, you're going to make the time. It's really that simple. Like, if it does matter to you, you're going to make the time.
I skipped ahead and read a different comment. Rich is funny. He said, make sure you use that good microphone if you do YouTube.
Don't worry. I'll make sure she has good audio. Don't you worry.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, Rich.
I'm an audio snob. Next level says she's doing crafts with dollar store items and thrift flips. Look who this is right here.
Her channel.
I can't click on it. Oh, you know why? Because it's on. Oh, there it is. Victor Carrera.
Hey, Victor.
What's going on, Victor? How you doing, man? It's been years.
Yeah, it's been a long, long time. I wonder where you're living these days, Victor.
Yeah, a long time. Joe says, 40, LOL. You look younger when you shave your head. Yeah. But seriously, this year has been awful for health.
Yeah.
Here with the confinements in Europe and now working from home is not helping. Yeah.
So you're so right, Joe. So I have a really good friend that lives in London, and you know, and also I have good friends that live in Canada, and both England and Canada are still in major lockdowns, different from the US. And it definitely did, especially if you live in like an inner city or an urban area and you weren't able to get out of your home. I did feel really lucky living in a suburb because I was still able to get outside and run and walk during COVID. I actually did 250 miles of running during COVID. Or actually, sorry, it was 168. But I got more miles after COVID. Well, after lockdown was done. But you're right, Joe. I mean, that's a challenge. I would encourage you to look at those YouTube tutorials on things you can do at home, or those dance parties, put on music and just move, you know. Yeah. Do what you can do in your house. It's just about getting your heart rate up. And, high intensity intervals are what's good for your heart. You don't have to get your heart rate up and keep it there for 60 minutes. That's not the best way. It's just get your heart rate up and do it in intervals. Do these things that give you a little 20-second rest in the middle, and then just keep doing that over and over just to keep your heart rate up.
Yeah. Start small, little goals like we talked about earlier. And next level, the hardest part of YouTube is hitting the record button. After that, things will flow. And not only that, after you hit publish, right? Say you make a video, every single time you hit publish and publish one video, you just accomplished the goal, right? You did something from beginning to end. And not only that, you put it out there for the whole world to see.
Yeah.
So every time you publish a video, whether it does well, whether it bombs, it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap it up here soon. We're going to go through the last few comments, and then I'm going to give you the spotlight real quick to say one more time why we're here.
Okay.
And then we'll wrap it up. We've been streaming now for an hour and 22 minutes. Appreciate everybody in here. Still 20 people in here. Rich says, remember to use that good mic on your channel. That's right.
Yeah.
Victor says, doing well, living in PA now, searching for a pastoral position and starting seminary in August. I love what y'all are doing with health and fitness. Not me, her. I need to get on it.
Yeah, Victor, get on it. You can. Absolutely.
So right now, I'm going to give you the spotlight.
Yeah.
And just, again, tell everybody why we're here.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
Well,
wait, 1 sec. 1 second. Wait, 1 sec. This one is what I want.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. All of you Digital Slang followers. I am so I had such a great time joining into your stream tonight. And I'm really grateful that Jeff invited me to come here. So the reason that we got together is for me to say to you, I would love if you would vote for me. So Muscle and Fitness Hers magazine does a yearly competition for an amateur fitness enthusiast. And I am a yoga enthusiast, and I am learning how to lift weights and grow my body. And I joined this competition, and out of 33 women, I'm in second place right now for my group. So I'm really trying to get into that first place slot, because if I can make it to first place, then I make it through the group round and I get into these regionals and nationals, and I can go even further. So I'm asking if you will vote for me. So basically what that is, Jeff put a link in the comments at the top. It's a free daily vote if you log in through Facebook. So if you will log in every day and vote for me for the next 4 or 5 days, it's about 4.5, that would be fantastic. One other way that you can vote for me is if you'd like to make a donation, you can actually buy votes. And the donations go to support a Wounded Warriors Housing Fund. So Muscle and Fitness Hers magazine has been a longtime supporter of the Wounded Warriors Housing Fund. So they adapt houses, and they support veterans who need special like remodeling or handicap accessible homes. And they do that to suit the individual needs of the wounded warrior. They take care of each person one at a time and make sure that those houses are to their needs and that they have the financial assistance that they need. So if you buy votes, then it will go to support that wonderful cause. But whether you buy votes or you vote daily for free, I just appreciate you supporting me in this journey as I move forward. And so hopefully I can get into first place.
It's awesome. Fantastic. I appreciate you joining us tonight here on Digital Slang. I'm very proud of you on your journey. And of course, I'll be voting for you every day.
Yeah.
And I want to shout out to everybody that came through tonight, supporting Mariah, supporting the channel. A lot of new videos dropping this week. Again, the pinned comment, I'm going to leave it up. So if you watch the replay on here, that pinned comment will be there. Also on my Twitter, you will find that link. I mean, I posted it pretty much daily for a week or two. And on Facebook, you'll find it on the Digital Slang Facebook page. You'll find it on my Instagram. I don't think I could put it on my Instagram, actually. I don't think you could put links there yet. But
in your bio, I think that's the only place you can put it.
But again, I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. We'll be back next Saturday night. Mariah, good luck. And
thank you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the good wishes in the comments.
And I'll let you guys know next week how she does. Peace, guys.